Okay, you're being recorded. Now, state your name. Your name?
Charles W. McLaughlin. Date of birth, December 22nd, 1929.
You were born?
I was born on Hillside Avenue, just off Lefferts Boulevard, in the Hillside Sanitarium. I stayed in the sanitarium for 10 days with my mother, and then I was turned over to the Sisters of Charity, who ran a foundling hospital for children unwanted or their parents couldn't take care of them.
Right.
The children were simply dropped off in a crib that the nuns had in the vestibule, and no questions were asked. This way more children survived than would have if they didn't have the nuns.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay. So then what happened?
I stayed with them until I was between 5 and 6 years old, and I went to St. Agatha's Children's Home, which was in Nyack, New York. Okay. We thought of it as an orphanage. They thought of it as a home for boys. Same thing.
Right. And what was it like there for you?
I have no place to compare it to because I was never anywhere else. So it would just seem to me that this is the way life was.
Right.
You lived with a whole bunch of kids, and you had a great education, really, a little too much religion, because it was a Catholic organization.
Right.
So you had catechism 5 days a week. You had novenas. You had the Stations of the Cross. You had the Jesuits come in and speak to you and tell you stories. Right. It's almost half of your life revolved around religion. Right.
Were you ever outside? Did you go on the street?
It wasn't, I forget what they called it, but it wasn't a town. It was like a, I can't think of the word of what it was, but we never went outside any place. We simply stayed within the confines, but it was big. It wasn't a small place. We had all our own animals, cows, chickens, pigs, grew most of our own food. The only help that was needed was funds for clothing, school supplies, shoes, you know, all of that. Right. Whatever a charitable organization needed, that's what they needed. But we were treated better than most kids in the 30s because we always had enough food, clothing, and whatever.
Right. Did you have dessert? Did you have a lot of dessert? Cake?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I was never an eater. I was always the last one at the table because I couldn't eat what they put on my plate. And if you couldn't eat it, you had to sit there till you ate it.
Oh, right. So what was your favorite thing to eat there? What was your favorite food?
Oatmeal. Oatmeal, farina, and cream of wheat.
Okay.
Because I didn't have to chew it. I could just drink it down.
Oh, okay.
Put enough milk in it,
right.
It was gone.
Yeah. So, did you have a special friend that you remember in that place?
I have no recollection of that.
Okay. And at what age did you leave there?
Well, I started running away between 9 and 10. And they would bring me back. And then I started in foster homes. And
why did you start running away?
The first foster home I went to was in 1940 that I remember.
Okay.
And these people were really good to me. But they went to physically remind me of something that I shouldn't have done. And I struck out and did a little damage. And that's when I was sent to Lincoln Hall.
Okay, so we're going to stop it right now because of my phone. Okay.
And then, while I was in Lincoln Hall, I ran away and I burglarized a couple of houses. Oh. Got clothes, money, and whatever.
How old were you then?
Probably 12.
Okay.
Okay, I got away with that. Then when I got caught, I still had $700.
And so, what did you do with it?
That didn't go good at all. They took me back to Lincoln Hall. Oh, first, they took me back to Lincoln Hall. Mm-hmm. And there was a state trooper there. And I called him a couple of names, and he couldn't stop beating me up. And they put me in a county jail in Putnam till I recovered. And then when I recovered, they sent me to Warwick from there, which is a reform school.
Oh. Okay, we're going to stop here. Okay.